What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Gould's Gaming and Tech channel. Now, as you all know, or if you don't know, the Google Pixel Fold just released not too long ago, so I figure what better time than now to do a quick comparison between the Google Pixel Fold versus the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 ahead of the Galaxy Z Fold 5 being released. Now, Samsung has dominated the foldable game for the last several years, and they've pretty much been unchallenged by any opponent. But the Google Pixel Fold is a good competitor going forward. The Galaxy Z Fold 4, it may be costly to own, but it has proven over time that foldable phones are the future with its mesmerizing foldable display, superb cameras, and productivity tools that give it some of the best laptop features. But with the release of the Google Pixel Fold, however, we finally have a contender worthy of challenging the crown of the best foldable phone. Now, while these two phones share a lot of similarities, they also have differences that set them apart from one another. So in this video, we are going to dive into those differences. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel and you're appreciating any of this content and it was anywhat helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's definitely appreciated. And if you're new or returning, make sure to hit that like button. It's appreciated as well. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. So with the Google Pixel Fold, it is Google's attempt at a folding form factor, and it offers comfortable front display, smart multitasking software with strong cameras, and the price is high and the bezels are a little big, but overall it's a strong competitor for the Galaxy Z Fold. Now with the Z Fold 4, it makes multitasking easier with its taskbar, the cameras are better than before, and the main screen is pretty bright, though Google offers a superior cover device and their phone is pretty much easier to carry. The Galaxy Z Fold 4 and the Z Fold series in general have been at the top of the rankings. So first up, we have the Google Pixel Fold. Now the price for the Pixel is $17.99 and the price for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 is $17.99, so there's no differences there. As far as the external display for the Google Pixel Fold, you have a 5.inch OLED display, and with the Z Fold 4 you have a 6.2 AMOLED display with 120 Hz, and the Google Pixel also offers 120 Hz. Now the internal display is a 7.6 inch OLED display for the Google Pixel, and for the Galaxy Z Fold you have a 7.6 AMOLED display with 120 Hz as well on both of those devices. Now when it comes to CPU, the Google Pixel Fold is sporting that Tensor G2 chip, and now the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is rocking that Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. Now both of these devices have 12 gigabytes of RAM, and for the storage for the Google Pixel Fold you have 256 gigs and 512 gigs. Now opposed to the Galaxy Z Fold 4, you pretty much have the same, you just are offered that 1 terabyte version as well. Now when it comes to the cameras, more specifically the rear cameras, the Google Pixel Fold has a 48 megapixel main camera, 10.8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10.8 megapixel telephoto with 5x zoom. Now the Galaxy Z Fold 4 has a 50 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and 10 megapixel telephoto with 3x optical zoom. Now for the front cameras for the Google Pixel Fold, that outer camera is at 9.5 megapixel and the inner camera is 8 megapixels. Now the Galaxy Z Fold 4, the cover camera for the front is 10 megapixels and the under display camera is 4 megapixels. Now for the battery size, they're pretty much similar. For the Google Pixel Fold, you have a 4727 milliamp battery, and for the Galaxy Z Fold 4 you have a 4400 milliamp battery. Now the weight is pretty important because you don't want what feels like a brick sitting in your pockets. So the weight for the Google Pixel Fold is 10 ounces and the weight for the Galaxy Z Fold 4 comes in at 9.28 ounces. Now the colors for both devices, for the Google Pixel Fold, they only offer two colors which they're calling porcelain and obsidian, and for the Galaxy Z Fold 4 they're offering a little bit more with the gray-green color, phantom black, beige, and burgundy. One more thing of note is aesthetically, the Google Pixel Fold folds completely flat, whereas the Galaxy Z Fold 4 does not close completely flat at this point. You still have some kind of a gap between displays. While the Galaxy Z Fold 4 is narrower in its closed position, its odd aspect ratio makes the phone a little bit larger, which makes it tougher to reach all four corners of that external display. Now, the Google Pixel Fold's aspect ratio when it's closed also is unusual for a phone, but is much easier to handle with one hand. And thankfully, both phones have impressive build quality, including their respective hinge mechanisms, which makes either of these phones a delight to use. Let me know, based on these comparisons, which phone would you be more interested in. Both phones are available now for purchase, so you have a little bit more knowledge, and if you decide to make that decision, you can go forward with confidence. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. You know I like to keep these videos short and sweet, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.